afternoon, Madam Vice President-elect. You will be taking your oath pursuant to Section 5, Article 7 of the Constitution as the duly elected Vice President of the Philippines. Please raise your right hand and repeat after me. I,
Sara Zimmerman Duterte,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully and conscientiously fulfill
that I will faithfully and conscientiously fulfill
my duties as Vice President of the Philippines,
my duties as Vice President of the Philippines,
preserve and defend its Constitution,
preserve and defend its Constitution,
execute its laws,
execute its laws,
do justice to every man,
do justice to every man,
and consecrate myself
to
the service of the nation.
So
help me God.
So help me God.
Congratulations and all the best, Madam Vice President.
Thank you.
Ito na yan. Ito na yung mga marites si President. Ayan na. Ayan na nakatingin. Nagmamarites na naman si President. Wala na.
Ladies and gentlemen, the 15th Vice President of the Republic of the Philippines, Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Isipin mo hindi pa yan siya nagsumasali sa mga debate, panalo pa rin. Kawawa yun ang debate, wala, talo. Nako, siya na yung Vice President. Ang cute. Ang cute ng aking President, si Duterte. Ang cute. mag-speech na si si Vice President. Come on.
Assalamualaikum to our foreign guests, sa aking mga kababayan. Magandang hapon po sa inyong lahat. Maayong hapon sa inyong tanan.
Galing.
One of the most important lessons I have learned as I navigate life, and the same thing that I believe we should ponder upon as
Ganda.
one country,
Ang pretty.
united in our determination to overcome our difficulties and achieve our aspirations, is that we should commit to heart the priorities of God, country, and family.
Tama.
My life is a testament to the power of a God whom we know by many names. My younger self was consumed by a dream to become a doctor. I pursued a pathway that I thought could help me realize that dream. But I was directed toward another way. And now I am a lawyer. When I committed myself to governance and public service, I was also determined to finish 3 consecutive terms as mayor. That will not happen anymore. I am now the Vice President-elect.
Yung asawa niya ang pogi.
Of 32.2 million Filipinos.
Wow.
Loud and clear. With the message to serve our motherland. And this message has been reiterated in my oath.
Ganda.
Consecrate myself to the service of the nation. There is a God whose will transcends the desires of our hearts, one whose will directs us to the way that we might not have imagined, but a way that consecrates ourselves every day to help our fellow men overcome the difficulties they face in their lives, to change lives, to save lives. If we all take a moment to listen to the call to serve and decide to heed the call, in the same way that many are already devoting their lives as hard-working farmers and fisher folk that ensure that there is food on our tables, dedicated health workers who help the sick, brave soldiers who fight for our country, honest and fair entrepreneurs who support our economy, patient school teachers that guide our children. I believe the country will be heading towards a future of hope, security, strength, stability, and progress. Today, we celebrate the life and work of our national hero, Dr. Jose Rizal. May his memory light up the fire within us to become patriots. Rizal taught us that selflessness and sacrifice could change our country's fate and shape our children's future. The bravery of Rizal completes the fabric of our identity as Filipinos. Magkasama sana tayong bumangon bawat araw, kasabay ang nag-aalab na pangako sa ating mga puso na mahal natin at patuloy nating mamahalin ang Pilipinas hanggang tayo ay nabubuhay. Let us show our love for our country by taking care of our families and communities despite the unending challenges that come their way. Today is Father's Day. This is a time for families. But you are here with me. Daghang salamat sa inyong pagtambong ug pagkuyog kanako niining adlaw. Happy Father's Day to all the fathers who make sure that another person is given the best of everything. Today, our children are facing a very complex future, one that is rife with conflicts and uncertainties. Some of these challenges include the winding cycle of poverty, the trauma of broken families, the lifelong baggage because of irresponsible and bad parenting, the abandonment issues due to an absentee parent, the anguish of gender confusion and discrimination, the destruction brought about by drugs, the lure of easy money in criminality, cases of HIV and other sexually transmitted diseases, the failure to identify and speak up against different kinds of abuses, the life-altering effects of teenage pregnancy, the detrimental effects of illiteracy, the emotional injury of bullying, unstable mental wellness, recruitment to support terrorism, misinformation in the internet. The list could be endless. A strong, loving, happy family sets down all the basic foundations essential in the development and growth of a child. At home, parents have the duty to teach children the values of integrity, discipline, respect, and compassion for others. And we should never forget that it is the duty of each Filipino family to emphasize that education begins at home. Atong isilsil sa ilang alimpatakan na ang maayong pamatasan, edukasyon, ug pagpaningkamot maoy magdala kanila palayo sa kinabuhi na puno og kalisod, padulong sa maayong kinabuhi na ilang ginahangdon. We should not, as we cannot afford to squander the future of our children. The days ahead may be full of challenges that call for us to be more united as a nation. But let me reiterate this. We can never go wrong if we are a people dedicated to honoring the will of God, to serving our country and our fellow men, and protecting the integrity of our families and the future of our children. Ako po si Inday Sara, a proud Dabawenya, very proud, a proud Mindanaon. Hindi ako ang pinakamagaling o pinakamatalinong tao sa Pilipinas at sa mundo. Ngunit, walang makakatalo sa tibay ng puso ko bilang isang Pilipino. Mabuhay ang Pilipinas! Maraming salamat.
Thank you very much, Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte, for your message. We will now have the photo opportunity with Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte. May we request President Rodrigo Roa Duterte, Mrs. Elizabeth Zimmerman Duterte, and Associate Justice Ramon Paul Fernando to join the Vice President-elect. For the second batch, may we call former President Gloria Macapagal Arroyo to join on stage. Thank you, Associate Justice Hernando and former President Arroyo. And for the third batch, the Vice President-elect with her parents, President Rodrigo Roa Duterte and Mrs. Elizabeth Zimmerman Duterte. For the fourth batch, may we call on stage the Duterte, Zimmerman, and Carpio family members to join the Vice President-elect and her parents.
Yan ang asawa niya daw, makyat na. Yan ang kanyang poging asawa. Sana tanggalin yung mask. Tang. Tanggal ng mask. Ayun, nagtanggal. Ayan na, yung asawa, oh. Blessed talaga sila kahit nasa stage. Galing.
Thank you, Mr. President, Mrs. Zimmerman Duterte and family. At this point, the Vice President-elect will be joined by her spouse, Attorney Manuel
Ayun.
Carpio,
Yan yung
and their
spouse
children,
niya, asawa niya.
Micaela Maria, Mateo Lucas, and Marco Digong.
Marco Digong, yung isang anak. Marco Digong. Ayan na. Patingin, focus. Pinalapit si President. Ang cute ni President. Oh, ang cute. Ang cute ni Duterte. Yung asawa niya, oh.
Thank you, Attorney Carpio and children.
And children. Wala nang baba-baba si PRRD. Ayaw niya bumaba. si PRRD nandyan forever. Ang cute.
And for our last batch, the Vice President-elect will be joined
May
by
president.
President-elect Ferdinand R. Marcos Jr.
Ayan na si
House
Marcos.
Attorney Liza Araneta Marcos.
Ayan na si
Ilocos
BBM.
Norte District 1 Representative Sandro Marcos and Senator Amy Marcos.
Ayan na. Ayan na. The president is coming. President. Nandyan pala lahat ng pinakamataas sa Pilipinas daw. Buti walang nag-ano dyan ng gulo. Nandyan sila lahat eh. Nandyan si Digong. Ayan. Ano, magkatabi sila ni Digong. Ang cute. Nandyan silang dalawa. Ang cute. Ayan na si Digong. Smile, Tatay Diggs. Ayaw mag-smile ni Tatay Diggs. Picture na natin.
Thank you, President-elect Bongbong Marcos and family. Ladies and gentlemen, that ends the inaugural ceremony.
Ayan na. President
Once again,
Bongbong. Hindi pa si Bongbong pala. Wala pa.
President Rodrigo Roa
Si VP
Duterte
pa
for
lang.
your presence in
So
this
bukas,
momentous
pwede
event.
na mag-office.
Thank you and congratulations, Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte.
Ang cute. Nachi.
And to all of you,
Sorry.
salamat.
Ang ganda-ganda ni VP. Ang cute. Huy, kunin ninyo si Tatay Digong, baka mahulog yan sa stage. Kagwang. Ang saya-saya naman itong dalawang mag-best friend. Naka! Malapit na talaga. And thank you for watching. VP na si Sara, Inday Sara. VP na siya, VP na. Guys. VP na si Sara. Oh, si Digong dyan. Hawakan ninyo yun si PRRD. Naku. Mahulog yan. Pinaka-precious yan si Digong. Naku. Pag mahulog yan ako. Oh, Tatay Diggs. Tatay Diggs, I love you. VPSara, hello. VP na siya. Yay. Yay. So happy. So bukas pwede na siya office. Uy. Si Bong Revilla. Uy. Si GMA. Sino yung isa? Hala, nag-akyata na. Inday Sara, here she comes. Here she comes. Anong ginagawa nila yung nakaputi dyan sa baba? Yay!
To have a photo with Vice President-elect Sara Zimmerman Duterte, kindly proceed to the Quezon Park. Our ushers will guide you.
Quezon Park?
Again, to those who wish to have a photo with Vice President-elect Sara
Pwede lumapit?
Zimmerman Duterte, kindly proceed to the Quezon Park. Our ushers will guide you. Once again, thank you and good evening.
VP na si Inday Sara. We're dead. Lahat ng mga dyan. Ayan na. So bukas, pwede na siya mag-office? Ano kaya? Siya na mag-office bukas, Monday. Kasi siya na yung Vice President. Tama. Sana nandyan ako. Yay! Thank you! Ayan na si Vice President. Okay, bye-bye.
Sa bulwagan ng paritaan ng UNTV,
Hello?
si Rosalie Cos.
Magandang tanghali, ito
Sige, kuya.
ang Balita Weekend Edition.
Nag-
Narito ang mga headlines.
Bakit biglang andyan na?
Vice President Sara Duterte nag-inspeksyon ngayong araw sa pagdadaunsan ng kanyang
Hindi ko nga alam paano i-stop Patulong.
Pinakamaikli daw sa kasaysayan.
Pinakamaikli.
Dalawang Duterte magkasabay na mauupo sa pinakamatataas na posisyon sa gobyerno sa loob ng ilang araw simula June 19. Call center na tatanggap ng mga reklamo laban sa telcos. Nais mailunsad ni incoming DICT Secretary Ivan John Uy.
Patay.
5 bansa ang nagpahayag kay President-elect Ferdinand Marcos Jr. ng kahandaang tumulong sa Pilipinas para sa energy resources.
Energy.
Inihahanda na ni Vice President-elect Sara Duterte ang kanyang magiging inaugural address para bukas.
Ay, late na to. Stop na tayo. Thank you. Sandali. Paano ba to? Stop.
Mula sa Davao City,
I don't know how. First time. Wait lang. What shall I do?